Good morning, everyone, and thanks for coming along. I've been working in the pharmaceutical industry for about 25 years now, and I'm really passionate about advancing digital transformation in this industry. My work covers topics like, of course, digital twin and AI that I'll be talking about today, but also simulation and everything around data. You'll be aware already of a number of trends that are influencing today's pharmaceutical industry. They include the demand for new therapies in the market and the demand to get those to patients as fast as we possibly can. So by taking these in silico approaches, customers can obtain an exemption from the FDA to investigate the safety and effectiveness of a drug in silico without animal testing. At this phase of drug development and R&D, from the drug discovery phase up to preclinical phase, through rapid data analysis, digital twin, and AI, we can achieve time and cost savings of up to 50% in this phase. And given that this is the area that most of our pharmaceutical companies are most concerned, that offers enormous potential for success. So we've come through drug discovery up to preclinical. We have a drug that we think we would like to make. So now we need a process or a recipe in order to do that. Our digital twin process modeling software allows us to design the entire end-to-end manufacturing process in silico. Flowsheet models of the unit operations can be rapidly assembled in a virtual process. They can be calibrated with real data from experiments or existing recipes, and they can allow process scientists to optimize the process for cost, for materials, and for energy usage. Siemens AI software allows us to move even faster in this activity by automating product and process development in an activity known as design space exploration. Here we have some software that can automatically run simulations. It can analyze the results and adjust the parameters for the next iteration. This approach was used in the first digital twin of a vaccine manufacturing process, which was for GSK vaccines, and you'll be able to see that on the pharmaceutical stand presented by my colleagues. This approach can be applied to a wide range of both digital twin and simulation solutions that are available again to see on our stall today. Where a digital twin might run 1,000 simulated experiments over time, it's usually possible to only run 1 or 2 physical experiments in that same time. So you can see what the time savings and the efficiency savings are in our race to get that drug to the patient. However, simulation does still use a lot of computing power, and however much time it takes is still time that's elapsed that we may not want. It's now possible to boost the simulation process with an AI simulation predictor. We take data from historical simulations and use them to support faster creation of high-performing designs and experiments. Doing this allows us to reduce the iterations needed at this phase by around 40%. And again, all of this is being done in silico without the need for material, for space, for equipment. So we thought we had done the really difficult bit by finding the drug, identifying the best one, bringing it through understanding of its composition and its actions. We built a recipe. Now what we need is equipment, we need a plant, and we need an automation system to make it. We can use the same principles that we've just looked at to fast track our design, our user training, and even our commissioning across the entire equipment, plant, and automation system. That can be for the reactor, where we use CFD and multiphysics to simulate the actions of equipment like reactors for single and multiple disciplines. This supports reactor design, and it also supports reactor scale-up from lab to commercial, which we know can be very difficult for biologics products in particular. One customer building their bioreactor achieved a 50% reduction in the scale-up time and saved $1 million in test materials by using CFD. We can apply this to our equipment. Here we have a customer who's used digital twin and AI to lower their engineering effort on a vial filling machine by 30%. Another used this approach to fast-track the build of their equipment for a long lead piece of filling line. Because of the long lead time, the customer was under pressure to have this ready to go in the shortest time possible once it arrived at the plant. By doing this with a digital twin, they were able to train their users and begin their commissioning before the line was even built. Here we see a scan of a vial filling line again, and the before and after of the airflow through it. In this case, we were able to redesign the airflow to avoid contamination to the product during filling. And we can even bring this to the plant level. Here we see an entire filling line for a continuous direct compression made product at the Manufacturing Innovation Centre in Scotland. We can model here the layout, the operation, the throughput, and scenarios that may occur on the plant, and even the automation system with process simulation and virtual controllers. And of course, we can bring this into the operational plant. All of the digital twins that we've looked at, particularly in the manufacturing space, can be then deployed in the manufacturing space to continuously collect data about the piece of equipment, the bioreactor, the facility, the cleanliness and information from building management systems, so that we're constantly building up a picture of what is happening in the plant. That can be used then with AI to learn and to give feedback and new hypotheses and close the loop and ensure that everything is going the best way possible. We also have examples like Industrial Copilot, which was the first AI assistant for engineering in industry. Industrial Pilot allows you to generate code, give advice to your operators, and reduce workload by automating issue resolution in industrial automation. The generative AI approach has been applied to a number of our solutions, and you can again see these on our stand. There are challenges in this area. We must continue to break down data silos. Having data in disparate silos does not add value to our artificial intelligence learning. We must ensure the data is made available, and we must ensure that it's of good quality. If we move forward to using patient data, we must consider the privacy of that, and of course, the ethical considerations must be kept in mind at all times. The FDA recognizes these challenges and has established an action plan to deal with it, committing to an ongoing strategy for managing data. But the opportunities that we have are enormous. In the future, we'll be able to build digital twins of patients to support personalized medicines. We'll be able to connect all of these multiple digital twins to give us better end-to-end insights. And we'll even be able to use Gen AI to build the digital twins themselves. This is a new era of responsible pharmaceutical innovation, supported by Siemens across the entire drug life cycle, where the synergy of our AI and digital twins is accelerating the delivery of safe, effective drugs to patients. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. My colleagues and I are at the Pharmaceutical and Life Sciences dialogue stations just down here at the end. Please do visit and find out how you can accelerate and win the race against time.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about this topic, check out the links in the description. And if you enjoyed what you saw, like the video and subscribe to the channel.